Laura. Tell me what you see. Okay. Hi, Laura. I got that all confused. Yay. Aaliyah, now try. Oh, she can't hear me, guys. Let me go have her try. Sorry. So we got it. I'm here. Hey. Sorry. Today feels like a fiasco. We're trying to get Aaliyah on. She can't get on for some reason. She's thinking it's parental control things. And I was getting it all mixed up trying to get on. But anyway. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Are good. I don't want to keep you with all the fiascos, so I figured I'd just get started. Actually, I had my eyes dilated a little while ago. So this is interesting. I can see just fine though. That seemed so opposite. I couldn't believe I couldn't remember that. Like, not made for kids. If a video is not made for kids, then you would think that it would be more strict and people not being able to comment. Oh, that's right. But if it's made for kids, then they shut off the comments so people can't comment crazy stuff if kids are watching. And that's how Aaliyah had it at first. She had it correct at first. But it still didn't look right. Crazy. off. Hey Susan, I got a blank for you today. Did I show you? Your purple, was it today or yesterday? Purple. It's a deep purple, but it's pretty. Let's see, she wants... Yep, I got pens coming up. Bobby, what you doing, Bob? Bud boy. Hey, man. Hey, Mr. Man. It's not like... Was it from them? Because they didn't put your name on that one. I sent a message. I can see. You commented on it? No, I can't get a message. I sent you. I can't. I can't get it. Sorry, you can come do your thing. You don't have to look for comments. Just sit here with us. Or not. So, because I got this one that he marked. I think this one is mine. I think this, because there's no name on this one, and I think this one came from Cocoon anyway, so they'll always mark it with your names. reason. She's thinking it's parental control. The wood is trying to split a little bit right there, but I can fix that before we have a fiasco. This is actually black, so check out this is before, and let me show you after. This is what it will look like after. See the difference in color in the wood. They dyed it black, so it's kind of pretty. So this is Jen's. And then this one, she specifically wants a place to put some embellishments. Jen had asked me a good question. She said, if this is since this is somewhat transparent, is it still okay to make it for a, hey Jacob, is it still okay to make it for a vacuum pen? And yes, the answer is yes, because while you can see like a line in there, I do try to clean it out to where it doesn't have white residue, so it doesn't show as much. So you might just be able to tell there's a hole, but not, it won't look white when I'm done with it. Oh, now, like that. Okay. Nothing. Is Jen on? Jen Windorf? She specifically asked for the place in the middle so I could put some like sea creatures like starfish and stuff around there. Alright, then I have this big one. This is for Jessica Higgins. Okay, and she likes, I think she said thicker. A little hard to see when you're up close when you got your eyes dilated. Been casting up some stuff, and yes, please send me some pictures. I was just sitting there thinking, I saw you post on Tim. I saw some on Tim's leopard, and I was like, oh, those are gorgeous. This one is a 3D printed, so there's liable to be stuff crackling everywhere and popping off everywhere. That's normal for 3D printed. That's what safety glasses are for. long too. A little bit tougher when it's longer. Gotta keep everything in check. How to get my granddaughter on here. Right now she's kind of upset because she couldn't get on with her phone. Otherwise she'd probably be in here talking to you guys. This is really long. Probably would have been okay if I had cut some off. I have room. A little bit. Yeah. I don't think she wanted that long necessarily. Off the edge. Not a lot. Usually people don't want them 6.5 inches long either. By Jacob, don't we? Other ones are medium to a little bit bigger. I think she's going to be okay if we do it a little on the thicker side. To look to see where all the pieces of the 3D print are and see if I want to do something in between those. Let's see. Not just round. I always do round. Let's see. Let's do some bling right here. Space right there. forgot to even post pictures. We went to the springs in the water and did some paddle boarding, and that was awesome. I'd never done that before. And Aaliyah too, I was so proud of her. She had never done it before. She had made up her mind she was not going to be in the water. And she ended up in the water. Because it already has the breast cancer awareness ribbon in there. And we got 2 more for her. I'm really, really surprised at how many people got into red, white, and blue this time, because normally when I make something for red, white, and blue, it's one of the only things that doesn't sell. So I was really pleased at how many people were kind of getting into the patriotic. then I got one more after this for a specific person, for Jessica, and then I'll do some random ones. So if you guys want like a particular type of style, let me know, and let me see if I can figure out what y'all are telling me about the style, and I'll try and do something like that. Too, Susan. I was really surprised, I'll tell you. Out of 6 years of doing this is the first year, honestly, that many people have liked that I said something about it. Before, I didn't really make a big deal out of it, I guess. And I would just make stuff, assuming that everybody's going to want it. Yep. It was the very last thing that was even sold. And I only made one. I said, wow. So every year it was kind of the same thing. Nobody really liked it, so I'm like, what? So this year I said, well, let's make a little bit bigger deal out of it, and maybe we'll get something. so big. Comment with our Facebook group, that would be awesome. And Jacob, since he was here. Or Jacob, if you're still here, you can put your link up. so you guys wouldn't see what we do. Okay. That is for Jessica, and I will check to make sure. I always send these to you guys to make sure y'all like them before they're done. This is her. That's her stack. Wow, look how much longer that one is. I'll check with her, make sure she loves those. And you guys have any idea of what you want to see? It doesn't show up here. Gotcha. So you're not able to post the Facebook link? I've got a really pretty cocoon. I think I'll do this one. Looks like it's showing up for you guys. Blue. It's purple. Purple and it's got some blue. They're really pretty. That's what it really looks like. We'll do a couple randoms. Yeah, I don't see anything. Is it not letting you post a link? Alexa, drop in. Yes. Aaliyah. Yes. Aaliyah. Can you come out here for a second? Alexa, stop. Let's see. Do I have one of Jacob's? Jacob, do I have one of yours? Hey, after I'm gonna do a couple more, and then we can take the dogs for a walk if you want. If you want. You don't have to.
Yes, I hit my leg. I know I did.
Aw, what'd you do?
When I was getting up, I hit on the
Aw. You wanna take that back if you don't wanna use it? Or if you don't wanna do it in here, can you take it back? You almost used that other candle, didn't you? Is there anything you guys wanna see? I'll have to look at that too, because I didn't do anything last week except for I jumped out to like grab a call, I think it was. And and it must have messed it all up. I'll have to go through the settings again. Any certain styles or colors or... Yeah, I believe that. So many unexplainable things half the time on social media. Making one thin this time. And just to remind everybody, if you guys see one that says vacuum ready or e-painter ready, you can still, I haven't done any with the rings in it, you can still purchase it if you don't have an e-vacuum, because the only difference is that there's a hole all the way through. I'll do the captive rings another day because I'm still, with my eyes being dilated, I really want to make sure I can see details properly. Vibrate too. Drives me nuts. If anybody wants this next one, you can let let me know when I'm done. I'll show it to This one is a thin grip made by Cocoon or casted by Cocoon. Lots of pretty colors in it. If anybody wants this one, just let me know. You can tell me sold or let Dana know. If I don't see your comment, Dana will let me know who it is. Dana is my admin. This one's really pretty. Thin grip. What do we want next? Do we want a thick? Do we want... I'll let y'all choose. I've got a... Cocoon that's got like the lemon and yellow in it. I've got an acrylic one. We used to be able to buy these a dime a dozen. We got this one. This one's a different plastic than the resin. These are handmade resin. These are plastics. There's a really pretty hybrid. This one's going to be gorgeous. I wish I could show you how pretty the pearl greens and the pearl is in that with the black and then a little bit of ghost gold. That one's going to be really pretty. We got another hybrid, blue and green. Jacob, you wanted the other one? It's thin. Is your wife okay with real thin grips? I've got a paw print in the blue and green. I have one by Jacob, but it's mine. I cannot let anybody have it. It is mine. I've got one by this one. Let me get this wet because you won't be able to appreciate this unless you see it. This one is by Rapture Resin. It says Kaleidoscope. He named it Fractured. It's got pinks and bronze and some olive green and silver. And he was one of the first ones, I believe. Dan was one of the first ones to be able to suspend that color, at least the first ones I saw, to really get that color suspended in resin. This one's really pretty. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. I've got a stripe. If anybody wants a striped. I've got a cola cactus or choya cola, whatever they call it, cactus in a blue. I've got a rainbow. I've got cocoon. Anybody want anything? Anybody see anything that they absolutely love and that I can turn right now and you won't have to wait? Seriously. with some gold and copper flake. For those of you that like dark, I've got a silver with some copper. I've got a stripe. Susan, you want the one with the yellow, the cocoon one with the yellow? Let me find that one. This one? Because it's got pink and teals and yellow. And it's got the blues. Is this the one? Awesome, awesome. How would you like it, Miss Susan? What kind of grip? Do you want any bling on it? Surprise you. What kind of grip size do you like the most? Do you like a medium? Do you like thin? Thicker? This one is really going to be pretty, you guys. I wish you could see it. Medium to thick. Yep, see, you get to the front of the line, no waiting. Is there anything you do not like on your pens? Not picky at all. Colors coming out. You never know what they're really going to look like from the outside. This is one hobby that you cannot judge a book by its cover. I have purchased blanks before and not seen and been turning them and a whole new color came out that you couldn't even see anywhere in it. it. You're not obligated to it. Hey, Jessica, you want to see yours in just a minute? Or do you completely want to be surprised? I like how that white shows through. Is that alright with you? Susan, if you are good with that, let me know. If you'd like me to make it thinner, I can make it thinner. Yay, she loves it. Do you want it any thinner? Is that good? This is what I call thicker than medium. So if that, let me see if I can get something to show you what it, let's see. I usually have a Sharpie over here. It is going to be really pretty polished. So that kind of gives you an idea. Okay, cool. Yay! Impromptu. See, you went straight to the front of the line. Okay, Susan. Dana, if you will put down Susan for, I guess mostly put yellow, like yellow and multicolored cocoon. That way I'll know, because I'm not writing it down right this moment. I'm just setting it aside. All right. Anybody else want anything? I've got a white with flake in it, or any of the ones I showed you guys. I have a green. This one has pine cone in between. This has got pine cone in the pieces or the cuts. Anybody else? I got these. I got these. This one I can do for you guys. I think I'll do this one for $33 if anybody wants this instead of the normal pricing. because y'all are on here, and I can. The paws, right? I love the paws. Does anybody have any, before I do this, does anybody have any out of here that they want to purchase that they might like? I have a buttered popcorn. That's what I call it. I've got a teal and rust, kind of an orangey. I've got this one from Cocoon. I've got this one. This one is I think it's a resin printed, not 3D printed. This was for our paint along, the crystal canvas paint along with Amy. I've got an Easter color one. This one's a real pretty blue. It's got a lot of good blues in it. I've got a star with we got blue and clear with stars. I've got this green and black and white that's got gold flake. We've got the rainbow. I've got a purple and pearl. I've got a 3D printed heart. That one's got hearts. You can see the hearts on it. We have a little paw. It's a resin printed, and I believe that glows. I'm not 100% sure, but that might glow. So, Jessica, did you want to see yours? Did you want to see yours while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants any of them? Oh, Jessica. Where did Jessica go? Right here. This is your breast cancer awareness. I didn't want to do a lot to it. I will put some bling in here. But you always want the ribbons to show the most. This one I had done before. This one and this one I had done before that you already saw. I just have to send you pictures of them. Here's your red, white, and blue. And here is this one, which will also have some bling in it. This one's a really long one compared to those. So hopefully the sizes are good. If you need any of them thinned or thinned out, let me know. I'll send them to you in a picture. Let's see. Does anybody have any at the moment that you would like to see? Like in your basket or I've got several of these I need to get to. I've got bunches of these that I need to get to. Awesome, you're welcome, Jessica. I can show you guys one by Jacob. But it's mine, you can't have it. Nobody can have that one, it's mine. It is so pretty. It reminds me of snow on a mountain with clouds. You know what I mean? It's just gorgeous. It looks like clouds in there. Oh, I just love it. Let's see, what else do we have? Y'all want to see anything in particular? Anybody have one that I I'll do it for you now, and you don't have to wait. There's a blue with stars. And 1,000 more blanks that I have. Any more? I've got this one. This crazy color. I think what I'll do is get some and showcase. What we can do is showcase the caster. Like I can get some from Jacob, and we'll do, because he comes in, he's faithful to come in, so I can always get some from Jacob and then show you guys which ones you want, and then maybe you can tell me which ones you want. That would be awesome. Instead of different casters, so nobody's got any that they want right now. Let's see. I can show you more colors if you have something you want color-wise. I've got, that's a real pretty purple that I want to do. I've got this one. Let me get these wet so y'all can see what color they are. This one is a really tough one. This one's called, I think it's pronounced Banksia Pod. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous and a little bit difficult, more challenging. This one's got some mesh in it with some purples and teals. And this is kind of a real pretty ghost blue. Wants. If not, I think I will let you guys go, because Aaliyah was pretty disappointed that she didn't get to get on here, and I told her we could take the dogs for a walk. So if nobody has any, yeah, Laura loves her teals. If nobody has any that they want turned right now out of the ones I showed you guys, I do have 2 more. I got these 2. One that looks like the sea. Good night, Jacob. That's what I'll do for sure too. I'll get some from you, and then we'll just show like all of yours one time while we're live and let people pick out some and see what they want. I wish we could put pictures in here, you know, like comment with pictures. That would be super cool, but so, alrighty, I will do that. So I'll let you guys go, and then I'll go hang out with Aaliyah a little bit and take the dogs for a walk. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining, and please like and share. I would appreciate it. Thank you.